Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back. This is your November monthly reading, November 2023, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, depending what you resonate best with. We're going to have a look at the November messages, starting with all the general messages, and then we will also have a look at money and finances, love and relationships, overall health, any challenges, obstacles, or blocks, and overall message for the month of November. Scorpio, don't forget to stay up to date on new videos that come out by hitting that subscribe button. I do post weekly readings every Saturday morning for the week starting on Sunday. Likewise, I post monthlies and additional videos from time to time. And remember, Scorpio, these are general readings. Take those messages that resonate with you. And if you would like insights into your own personal situation, then you can contact me via the links below for private readings. Okay, so let's have a look at these messages, Scorpio. So Scorpio, I feel like you're carrying something with you. You're carrying a heavy load this month. At the beginning of the month, I feel like there's something that you may be trying to bring to completion, something that you may want to finish up, something that you've been carrying around with you, something that feels like it's been a burden, like it's been a heavy load to carry. And I feel like you're trying to finish it up, and I feel like you may have lost sight of this goal. You may have lost sight of what it is that you're doing, where it is that you're going, Scorpio. And I want to say that if you're wondering, when am I going to arrive? When am I going to finish this? I do want to say to keep going with it a little while longer, because I am seeing the sun, and I want to say the sun is going to bring some kind of abundance. So I feel like if you've been working towards a goal, working towards some kind of project or some kind of end, some kind of completion of something, I want to say move forward with it just a little while longer, because I'm seeing abundance come in for you. I'm seeing growth. I'm seeing some kind of new burst of energy even come in. So even if you're feeling a little bit burnt out from doing this, I feel like you're almost at the finish line, essentially, Scorpio. I feel like you're almost there. And I feel like you have some kind of help and assistance, essentially, from our Archangel Michael, because he is this strength that is going to be there to help give you this last burst of what it is that you need to complete, Scorpio. I feel like there's this last burst of energy that's going to come in, that's going to push you towards the finish line, push you towards finishing what you need to finish. And I feel that this boost, this help, this strength and protection that's going to come in for you is going to help balance things out. It's going to bring a balance to this energy that you've been feeling lately of trying to finish something up, and that you've been carrying around this weight, essentially. And I feel like some help may come in, not only through divine assistance, but I'm also feeling like there could be somebody that comes in, or there could be something being offered to you, Scorpio, that may be able to help with this heavy burden. I feel like this could be an individual. This could literally be some kind of water sign energy like yourself, Scorpio. This could be somebody offering some kind of help to help you balance things out. I do also want to say Scorpio, this could be something, if you're dealing with a person here with our Ten of Wands, this could be a relationship or an individual that you feel like you're moving forward with, that may be, the relationship may be heavy in and of itself. But I do feel, Scorpio, I feel like quite possibly there's going to be something that comes in, quite possibly an individual that may be offering you some kind of assistance to help you juggle things or help you manage things, essentially. Because I feel right now this energy of you trying to complete something, I feel like it's been very heavy. I feel like it's left you tied down, essentially. I feel like it's left you tied down, like you feel like you've had to deal with things on your own. You feel essentially trapped by the situation. You may feel even restricted by the situation. I feel like whatever it is that you've had to deal with, you feel like you've had to do it on your own. There hasn't been a lot of options for you. There hasn't been a lot of solutions for you in how to deal with the situation. Something that you've been juggling back and forth. Something that you've essentially had to use a lot of your time for this one thing. And I feel quite possibly there's been a loss of freedom in general. And I do want to say, Scorpio, some kind of balance in general, some kind of moderation is going to be key for the month. If you are dealing with an individual, Scorpio, I do want to say, I'm almost feeling like there could be somebody that may be offering you something, but I'm almost feeling like there could be something with dependency, codependency. I'm almost feeling an energy here. If this is an individual, this could be a dependent kind of situation. Something that you may feel trapped in a relationship where one person may be dependent on another. And so if, for example, that is the situation, that you're in this kind of dependent relationship, this could be this energy of feeling trapped or carrying some kind of burden with you. I feel if this is a person, they could be offering to help juggle things out or manage something for you. This could put you in a position of dependency, essentially. So let's go ahead and get some more information about, so let's go ahead and have a look at your money and finances for the month of November. So Scorpio, I feel like money and finances is going to be okay for this month. I do feel in general to watch out for indulging or watch out for any purchases that you make based on emotion. So if you see something, for example, that may be out of your budget, maybe you see something, you want to buy it right away, this kind of emotional spending, make sure that you pay attention to this kind of energy for this month. I feel like money is going to be fine as long as there's not a lot of indulging or not a lot of emotional spending. Something that you spend last minute because you saw it, it looked good, but it maybe wasn't in your budget and you spend anyways. So to watch out for that kind of energy. I feel like as long as you're aware of this kind of energy, that your money and finances is going to be okay. Just watch out for any emotional spending in general. Let's go ahead and check love and relationships. So I feel in love and relationships, Scorpio, I feel that there's going to be some kind of, I feel almost a spark. I feel some kind of fire, some kind of passion that could be with somebody. So Scorpio, quite possibly if you're dealing with another individual, this could quite possibly be another water sign individual. I feel that there could be some kind of very fiery energy in general. I feel that there's some kind of energy that is going to essentially grow. And we also have with our sun here. So paired with our sun, I feel like there's going to be some kind of growth, some kind of expansion in general in a relationship. So if you are in a current relationship, I feel that it's going to be more passionate, more exciting, more spontaneous in general this month. If you are starting a new relationship, you've just entered a new relationship with somebody, there's going to be some kind of passion and energy associated with that energy. I feel relationships in general are going to be positive because I am seeing some kind of growth and expansion in general for relationships overall for the month of November. And going back to our 10 of Wands, if you are currently in a situation that you're bringing some kind of relationship to an end, for example, I feel that with our 10, we do have the possibility to start something new afterwards, which can bring some kind of abundance, can bring some kind of growth. So there could be this possibility closing something out, finishing something up with somebody that could bring somebody else to you, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and check our overall health. So our Page of Swords, there is going to be some possible stress, some kind of anxiety. I feel with our Page of Swords, essentially we have, if we take this as an individual, for example, this could be an individual that is cunning, very intelligent. They can be very analytical. Sometimes this is a colder energy, but I feel like this is an energy of somebody who can be very sly. They can sometimes be manipulative with their words, sometimes tricky with their communication. But this is also somebody that may think that they are a know-it-all. They have a tendency to think that they have all the answers, that they know everything. So as an energy in general for health, this can be a little bit of black or white kind of energy, the tendency to see one or the other side and not seeing anything in the middle, essentially. Health-wise, do take care of your mental health in general and be prepared with communication in general. Make sure that if you are speaking with people, to communicate clearly with those individuals. There could be some stress associated with communication. There could be stress in general with having to make some kind of choice, some kind of decision. Make sure not to become too burdened in general with your thoughts. during the month of November. And let's go ahead and check our overall challenge. And so Scorpio, I feel like overall challenge is going to be stability in general. We do have our Four of Coins. So I do feel the overall challenge is going to have to be to do with some kind of stability, some kind of security this month. And this is going to be in the area of finances. So coming back to our Page of Cups, pay attention to any kind of emotional spending and maintain some kind of material security in general. If you're trying to bring some project to completion, for example, something having to do with work or a project or a business, make sure to have a solid foundation. Make sure to have some kind of discipline with what it is that you're moving forward with. I do feel, like I said, Scorpio, that you're almost at the finish line. I feel like this energy that you've been carrying along with you, you're almost at that finish line. And if somebody shows up that wants to provide some kind of assistance for you, to allow that person to help you to juggle things around or to move things around or possibly manage something for you to alleviate some of this stress, some of this anxiety, essentially. And sometimes our Four of Coins, this can also indicate that sometimes money may come in unexpectedly. So this could be a possibility. Okay, so let's check your overall message. Okay, and we have two that came out for you for this month. Scorpio, trust your own understanding and empowerment. So this does go along with intuition. Make sure you trust your own intuition on whatever this situation is. Trust your own intuition and make sure that you look deeply or deeper into any situation prior to making any kind of commitments. If there is somebody that's offering something to you, just make sure that you check out all angles on what exactly they're offering you, who this person is, if it has to do with a person or what the situation is, prior to making any commitments, prior to moving forward. Trust your own understanding, trust your own intuition on that one. Empowerment is essentially giving you some kind of wisdom to empower yourself to finish up those tasks that need finishing. Essentially, this is going to be something that is going to require some kind of action to resolve any issues, resolve any difficulties, resolve anything that may be making you feel trapped, for example. Do be mindful, for example, if you're in some kind of situation, some kind of possible dependent situation, codependent situation, dealing with this kind of individual or dealing with somebody that may be dependent on you, or quite possibly you're in a situation depending on someone else. And being in this situation, quite possibly to be mindful of this. And if there's a situation where help is offered to you, some kind of assistance, or someone is offering you some kind of assistance, don't be afraid to take it. Empowerment is essentially saying that essentially there's some kind of guidance here, or there's some kind of direction that you essentially need to take action to resolve some kind of issue or remove some kind of challenge. Essentially, you may need to carry the burden to find a solution to the problem. So if you're dealing with an individual who may possibly be depending on you, you may be the person needed to step up to the plate. And if some kind of assistance does come in, don't be afraid to take it. You may need to take some assistance, do what you need to do to resolve an issue or resolve a problem or overcome some kind of challenge in general, Pisces. Keep moving towards that goal. I feel like this is going to be a month that whatever it is that you're moving towards finishing up or completing, I feel that something is going to come in this month. It's going to bring some abundance. It's going to start to balance things out for you this month, Scorpio. So that is your overall message for this month. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.